Alright, so who likes sun drop? Do you even know what a sun drop is? Oh my gosh, that's so good. Almost as good as sweet tea. So my question today is, we're mid-August, no, excuse me, we're end of August, 25th or something like that, 26th. Piedmont Triad Transition Zone. Can you have a cool season tall fescue turf without irrigation? Well, my answer is yes, you can. And in other parts of the country, you can as well. This is a hot, humid climate for about 2 months out of the year, and those 2 months can get pretty brutal in our area. Tall fescue doesn't like that. You know, we've established that it's a cool season turf grass, and the turf prefers spring and fall because of the conditions it's growing in, which is cool weather. It thrives during that. Totally, completely opposite of a Bermuda, St. Augustine, zoysia, centipede, tough, all those other things, you know, you see in Florida and Georgia and golf courses all over the place. Warm seasons thrive in the summer. That's why they go brown during the winter, because they're out of their element. So when you mow correctly, meaning height and frequency, when you disease control, and I'm going to say that about 8 times, disease control, disease control, disease control. Tall fescue is very prone to brown patch rhizoctonia. When it gets too wet, you can get into some pythium issues. But you can see these yards right here. None of these are irrigated. They look pretty dang good for right now. They're all on our 7-step, the standard plan, which is, you know, the nutrition and the weed control and all that. They're also on our fungicide plan. Even though they're not irrigated, you know, they're still on the fungicide plan to keep the disease in check. So what happens is, when you do all these things and you get a little bit of help from the rain on occasion, the answer is yes, you most certainly can have a tall fescue yard that looks good during the summertime. And now obviously these yards back in July, we got brutally hot. Yes, they stressed out, but what did they do? Our company actually cuts this one here, our company actually cuts this one right here, so I know for a fact it's maintained correctly. But during the hot, dry, yucky part of the summer, what do you think this 1, 2, 3, these 4 houses all had in common? Well, they communicated with me and said, hey, what should I do? This is actually my neighborhood. I live at the top of the hill. What should I do? And I said, hey guys, stay off the grass. Limit your traffic. Limit the mowing. Mow only if it's absolutely, positively, I gotta mow. Because my mower won't handle the turf if it gets any taller. This yard right here, right now, I don't know if you can tell, but this yard right here is this places in that yard is 10 inches deep. That's because he stayed off of it. Now, is that good to come in and mow? And, you know, if he mows it at 5 inches, he's gonna cut half the grass blade off. No and yes, we're going into fall, so it may be okay. Now, if he were to let it get like this in the summer and then whack half the grass off, yeah, you're probably going to stress it out. But since we're cooling down, we've gotten rain recently, the ground is somewhat moist, he should be fine. Of course, he'll bag it and catch the clippings and that kind of thing. But the point of the whole video is, If you do everything right in a fescue yard, it will do good in the heat. It can tolerate the heat, but you've got to do everything right. Disease control. I'm just going to leave you with that. Disease control. Have a good day.